We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with the Chicago Bears. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
And the Bears first down.
Check 56. Try to do better.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing here, Trubisky. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and he is all the way up past the 25. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Check 4. Switch.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Bears' 39-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Tight down. There you go.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Khalil Mack drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that,
pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
and I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
After the sack on 1st down, Trubisky, he'll get this complete into the hands of Riley Ridley. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Thomas Davis. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check 15.
Here's Geis. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Third down, here's Geis. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now a handoff, Geis going right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal. They run with Geis, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
It's a little bit different size than they're used to seeing in Chicago, playing the middle linebacker position. But undersized or not, his speed is absolutely overwhelming. And when he arrives with a thump. The city of broad shoulders loves Roquan Smith.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
A 28-yard gain. 1st down, Chicago.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
From the 44, Trubisky. Robinson's got it. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
At the 28-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Trubisky to throw. And he completes it to Cohen. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Bears.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
At the 11-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Again, it's Trubisky. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Trubisky to throw again. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Jonathan Allen able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Trubisky will throw. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll